Hey TikTok. I am going to be sharing some things from here on out about things I've been through in my lifetime. I usually don't like to tell my personal business on TikTok or anywhere or to anyone mostly because I'm very non confrontational. Let's just get that out right now. So, we are going to start with something slight today. So, I'm going to just start with a little bit of my childhood. Not too deep, though. Not too deep. Not yet. Ooh, it gets rough. So I grew up in and out of different households. Skip ahead, skip ahead. In my teenage years, I grew up in residential facilities, foster homes, and things like that. I had a few behavioral issues. I was medicated a lot at my small size, overly medicated in a traumatic situation each year of my life that led up to this. So because I was not behaviorally appropriate in foster homes, I end up going to residential treatment facilities, which is kind of like lockdown, sort of supervised, aka surveillanced activity for like behavioral outburst teens and kids, I guess. Yeah. This has led me to sort of discover myself a little more. I've been through tons of therapy, tons of therapists have been assigned to me, and I felt like at the time it didn't work because every time I seemed like I was getting better, I had to switch therapists. It was so frustrating. I also never felt a sense of peace because I wasn't in my original household or around any of my family. It was weird because I wasn't able to see a lot of my family. And it was very traumatic. I just felt like I was not being congratulated by my family, and I really wanted that. That's all I wanted in my life, like for my family to be proud of me and happy for me and to teach me the ways of life. I had to be taught by other individuals' family. So it was very unstable. I've had attachment issues, abandonment issues when it came to getting used to being around somebody and then being ripped away from them, or being, you know, separated from them, my family first, then the family that I was placed into, then another family I was placed into, and then it just kept going. It was very, very, very much of like a cycle that I was really wanting to break, but I didn't have any control over the situation as far as where I was residing or what family I was going to be in, because I mean, I wasn't as in a stable environment enough to feel comfortable in regulating my emotions. I feel I wasn't able to keep friendships. I wasn't able to I wasn't able to find a job. I wasn't able to elevate as far as like how a lot of 16-year-olds around that time were getting their temps. I couldn't get my temps. I do drive now, thank God for this blessing. I wasn't able to really see or spend a night at my friend's house that I knew from childhood. Well, from, yeah, my early teenage years. And it was just a lot of stress on me. And I felt like it was literally like making me act out of character a lot more than I anticipated or even ever would have thought. It was so much going on. So fast forward, after being in foster homes, I was placed with family, and then another family member, and then another family. It was just happening again. And I was just like, I need to literally like work on myself. So after a couple of different complications with me trying to actually like break this generational curse, because that's exactly what it is, a generational curse that just couldn't stop happening, obviously. So that's why I think I know it was generational curse, because it just was an endless cycle of fucking trauma. I just couldn't understand why things just kept happening the way it was. That's the first generational curse I realized that I broke. So then I started to want to be more independent as far as living on my own. I was very scared. I was never, ever, ever alone in one environment where there wasn't at least siblings in the household, where there wasn't like someone supervising me or parenting me. I was very scared, and that was more my attachment issues were very, very triggered. So the way this came about, I was emancipated at 19. And I was supposed to be emancipated at 18, but it was a lot of shit going on. Like I said, it was just a lot of shit going on. But I was emancipated at 19, and it happened in a very, like, unjust way, I'd say, because of the issues that was arising as I'm literally trying to get my shit together to leave the household I'm in, that I was in at the time. So basically, I end up having to literally move out fast as hell. A couple days actually before I was supposed to move. And I moved into this transitional living situation, which was where I had my own apartment. I really loved it. It was a new experience. I also had troubles with school around the whole time I was moving in and out of different homes. So I was literally about to drop out, guys. I was not about to keep playing around. I was about to drop out. But this transitional living situation pushed me to complete school. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. That is another generational curse that I broke. Because a lot of things just got to be broken, you know? So then, after school, after I graduated, actually, no. I graduated and then I also moved into a different apartment. Apartment where it was a lot more. Oh my God, hold on one second. This next apartment, I feel like God and the universe and my support team has gradually increased how, like, hold on. Like, the way I was transitioning to becoming an adult was gradually, literally, like, very steady for me. Like, it worked for me. Like, first, I was in foster homes, then group homes, then I was in a transitional living home where I was surrounded by, you know, other people with apartments around the same situations I was in, I guess. We were supervised as well. But then my apartment after that, when I graduated high school, was more of a roommate situation. It was actually really nice because I had my own room. It was also our apartment, you know? It was nice. I really loved that situation. Then, that's where I began my spiritual journey. So I can work on myself because I like to take everything step by step. I feel like I can't rush to do anything. But also, when I'm called to do something, I'm going to do it. Just like I was called to move and live on my own. To at least take the first step. And that's how I literally felt like that's when God was like, okay, I'm going to help you because you want to help yourself. I really believe that if you want to help yourself, God is going to make things come to you as easy as he can make it. As easy as possible. As easy as magic can happen. Like, it's so great the things that God has done for me during this transitional phase of this lifetime, honestly. So I started my spiritual journey after I graduated from high school because I was just like, what else do I want to do? I also got at my first job when I was 20 years old. 20 years old, guys. Also, I don't feel like I was, you know, the types to not want to work. I wanted to work because I wanted to get experience. I wanted to explore what things I can do that I was told as a child that I wasn't able to do, as far as get a job, finish high school, be an independent adult, like driving. Like, it's just so much that people placed over my spirit, my soul, that did not flourish or prosper because God has found a way for me to do everything they said I could not do. And I hope this story inspires everybody. Come along with me and we'll do a part 2.